Welcome to 24 Days of Personal Branding, my sort of advent calendar leading up to the holidays, my gift to you. In this 24 days, my goal for you is to really figure out your personal brand. If you don't have anything yet at all, you might not even be sure what your niche is or your industry is. This is going to help you. If you already sort of know what your personal brand is, but maybe don't have it in a place that is easy to share with people what it is, easy to get people on the same page, whether you're bringing people onto your team or you're just trying to create brand consistency across what you're creating. This is going to help you as well. Or if you already have a personal brand and you're thinking about pivoting or updating it, this is also going to help you too. So today is really just an introduction to me to what this is. And then each day is going to dive into a specific topic. So like one day we're going to figure out what your personal brand colors are. One day we're going to figure out what the vibe of your brand is. So each day is going to help you with a different element. If you haven't signed up yet, I'm going to, where is it? Put the link to sign up for this. Even though you can watch it in here, you're not going to get the downloads that are going to go with it that I'm going to be mentioning in the different days. So if you want, where's my video? If you want to be able to access that, be sure to sign up. It'll also send you reminders. Okay. Up here to get. And I'm also going to be uploading all of these replays into there, so you'll get access to this full program. So you can go back and watch it another time and not have to dig through Facebook. I'm also going to put each of these on the PrettyAF Powerhouse Podcast. So if you're more of an audio learner or you just need to be able to listen to this on the go, you'll be able to do that there as well. But either way, I would recommend signing up so that you are, you get everything versus just the training. You'll get a workbook and guidelines and templates to use. So it'll make it a lot easier for you. Yeah. So my goal for you coming out of these 24 days is to really get clear on who you are, what you do, what your personal brand is. So it makes it really easy for next year or whenever you're taking this to show up as your authentic self and be really clear and confident about what you're doing and what you're putting out there. If we haven't met before, my name is Azalee, and I am a personal branding expert, digital marketing expert, and I own PrettyAF, which is a philanthropic lifestyle brand. We have the PrettyAF Powerhouse Podcast. We have a couple different programs. We have a merch line. But really the idea behind PrettyAF is being pretty, beautiful inside and out. And to me, what that means is really taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself so that you can be your best self, and then being able to give back to people. And that's always been a really big root of why I do what I do. I grew up with a single mom and I saw her struggling financially. So I went to college. I got my bachelor's, my master's to help not put myself in that situation. Because she and my dad gave me a lot more opportunities than they had, so that I wouldn't have to struggle like that, right? And what I realized though is because I thought that if I went to college and I got a 9 to 5, that I would be secure and safe, and that that was like kind of my golden ticket, right? And I would be good to go. But when I actually got into the working world, um, corporate, I mainly worked in startups. I realized that one, your job can let you go at any minute. Two, a lot of people don't feel like they can fully be themselves at the company they're working at. They feel like they have to mask or pretend they enjoy a certain thing to do. And even if you've gotten yourself to a place that you're surviving, that you're stable enough financially or with your job that you're not stressed about money or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're happy or that you're living to your fullest potential. And I know it's part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs that as we get that security and safety, we move up to self actualization and want more for ourselves, right? And want to give back and want to do more. And I feel really blessed that I've been able to basically reach that upper part of the pyramid, that I do want to have a bigger impact and help more people to not only not be struggling, because I help people create their businesses online, but also to do things that they love and feel fulfilled and happy. And that's why I really do what I do. And I was kind of struggling for a little bit figuring out, because the people that there's two groups of people that I help. So one is basically the old me. It's the girl or guy that is in a 9 to 5 that they don't like, that they feel like they have to work at because they don't know any other option. They feel stuck. They might be struggling paycheck to paycheck. They don't like how their bosses or their coworkers treat them. Overall, they're not happy, but they don't know any other way. And it's like they have worked so hard to just get to this point, and it kind of feels like this is the what I've been working so hard for. Um, so in order to help that type of person, I was trying to think, what can I create that isn't going to be crazy expensive, but that can give them what they need to be able to get themselves out of that situation, to be able to step into the full version of who they are, what they're capable of going after what it is that they've been dreaming about, to have the actual step-by-step tools of how to do that. And I was trying to create offers or price things in a way that were more affordable so that people in that category, basically the old me, um, would be able to afford it. And because my business, PrettyAF, is so much about giving back, and I'm very God-based, and I know everything that is good that I say that comes through me is from him. Um, it basically came to me that all of the things that I'm teaching that isn't one-on-one support or help, I want to just make it free. So that is part of why I'm doing this. I'm going to start creating more deeper trainings and step-by-step instructions that are free versus feeling like I have to hold back because there's something that I'm selling that is teaching you. So in 2024, you're going to see a lot more deeper trainings from me. I'm going to put them on my podcast and a YouTube channel. And then you'll be able to sign up on my website for free and get any workbooks or things that go along with it. So, of course, I am still a business, and that takes me to the second category of people that I feel like I'm here to serve. And that is the people that are already established in their career and what they do. They're probably either on their own, in their own business already, or they're already successful in what they do. So, like a successful hairdresser, a successful real estate agent, bookkeeper, that they're already reached a level, but there's more that they want to do. And they know that building their personal brand using automations and digital marketing and tech and all the things that I know how to do is going to help them reach that next level. Like I've helped people be able to charge more for their keynote speeches. I've helped people become best-selling authors. So it's really when you're ready to hit that next level. So basically all of my free content is going to help you get to the point that you're there. But if you're already there, that's where my actually working with me is going to come in the new year. So as of now, I'm only going to have 2 offers in 2024. One of them is working with me one-on-one, and it's going to be a done for you / coaching strategy type of offer. I'm only going to have 2 spots for that. And it's going to start at $2,500 a month. So it's going to be very hands-on, and a lot of things done for you. So if you're overwhelmed and you know you want to have digital marketing and build your personal brand and position yourself as a leader, but you just don't have the time, you don't know how to do it, and you're not really interested in learning how to do it, that's going to be for you. One of those spots is about to be filled, so I'll probably only have 1 spot left for that. And then my other option to work with me is going to be my mastermind called Karma. And it's going to have 8 spots, and both of these are a year-long commitment. Karma is a group coaching mastermind. So you're going to get that group element, but then you're also going to get my eyes on all of your stuff, my support, my guidance. If there's something you need to know or your team needs to know, I'll create training specifically for those needs. So that one is more of a done with you service with the group support, because I've realized that it can be very lonely in this space, and having that is really important. So that is going to have 8 spots, and it's going to be $888 a month. And it's kind of a funny story. I went to, which by the way, if you're interested in either of those, you can apply. I'm going to put the link below. Let me find it. One sec. Okay. So you can book this call, and it's free to book. You'll just fill out when you want to have our call. Okay. And you'll answer a couple questions so I can check you out before our call, and then we'll talk about if working together makes sense in the new year. But like I said, there's only 10 spots total. So if you're interested, be sure to book that, because it will be, once it fills up, it's just going to be first come, first basis, first come, first serve basis. All right. So funny story. So I went to Walmart, mainly because I usually don't like going to Walmart because I feel like Trader Joe's and Sprouts is a little more expensive. Trader Joe's is the same cost or less as Walmart. And Walmart is always so crowded. They have those fluorescent lighting that just gives me a headache instantly. Everyone's cranky. Um, and I went there because I had a bunch of change that I wanted to turn into cash, right? So, and I saw they had a Coinstar machine. So I went there and put all my coins in, and I'm pretty sure back in the day it would just spit out the cash, but it spit out a receipt. So then I had to go into the register line, right? And that was the only register line open. Everything else was check out yourself, which I would normally do, but I couldn't because I didn't think it would work at self-checkout. There was about 5 people in front of me. While I was waiting, 2 more showed up behind me. And I don't know how to say this nicely, but I feel like some people are unhappy and in a situation they don't like, but it's serving them in some way because they're staying there. And I've heard this before. Like if something bad keeps happening to you or you keep getting in the same situation, that it's serving you in some way. So the first guy in line went. So then there was one person checking out. He had a bunch of stuff. They all did, everyone in front of me. And I just had my thing to get my cash. And then there was one person behind them that put their stuff on the conveyor belt. So then there was 2 people in front of me between that. And those 2 people started talking about how annoying the line was, how they missed Kmart. I don't really shop there, so I don't. And so they're just complaining about it. And then the line right next to us opened up, and the lady put on her little light. So I was like, okay, she's open. And then the 2 people in front of me were like going back and forth complaining. And I was like, hey guys, the line over there is open, right? And the first guy was like, well, I've already been waiting so long in this line. I'm gonna stay here. And there was 2 people in front of him that had a ton of stuff. So he was still gonna be waiting a while. I'd already waited in that line for like 20 minutes and he was there before me. So he could have gone and been first in the new line, but he chose to stay in the line. And then the lady, I was like, okay, so you go first. And the lady was like, well, actually, I'm not getting picked up for another like 40 minutes. So I don't want to go in the faster line. So I was like, I I guess some people do just, I don't know, want to complain but don't want, when there's a better situation, they don't want that either. Um, but being there made me realize, and also another thing, after I got the cash, I was going to pick up a couple of things from there, but literally everything was locked up. Um, and I saw multiple people need something that was locked up, and they would go to someone that worked there, and then the person would be like, I don't work in this department, so you have to find someone else. So there's all these people like searching for workers to be able to get the thing that they came for. And I was like, I get that things are supposed to be less expensive here, but it's so crowded and the service is awful and people are leaving because, and I left because I was like, I'm not going to try to hunt someone down to get some allergy medicine, right? Um, So it made me realize because my goal is to serve as many people as possible and create this huge impact to help people through what I've been through, because I believe that's why God put me here, right? At the same time, I know I love smaller things for myself. Like I love this Pilates studio here. It literally has like 6 to 10 people in each class. It's way more expensive, but it's so clean, it's so pretty, it has beautiful lighting, beautiful music. The trainers will customize things for you. It's upbeat, everyone's happy to be there, it smells nice. Whereas if I go to like Planet Fitness, which is affordable, but it's packed, it has that fluorescent lighting. Um, they're not going to be that nice to you. You're going to get hit on by some weirdo. People are going to be staring at you the entire time you're working out. Yes, they can serve more people with that, but it comes at a price. And whether someone's paying me multiple thousands of dollars a month or they paid me $10 for something, I've decided if it's not free, anything I want to offer is going to be white glove, small group, or one-on-one, boutique, high level service. Service is really important to me, and over delivering is really important to me. And being able to fully give what I'm capable of and not feel like I need to get a ton of people in there and I'm draining myself and it's not even that good because I can't really help everyone. Originally, I was going to basically try to create like a membership or something like that where I would have all my programs and a bunch of people, like 1,000 people. Um, and it would be an affordable price point. And, and I kept thinking about the management of that and things breaking and someone has a question, I can't really serve them. And that's why I just decided that any of my things that are just teaching you are going to be free. But if you want to work with me and get my customized support, it's going to be at a higher price point, but it's also going to be at a much higher level of value and support. And I basically want to have one of the best levels of customer service and support and value that you're going to find. So that is my spiel on what's to come this year. But this program, it's going to really help you figure out your personal brand, your niche. If you're watching the replay inside of my website, you'll be able to download any of the workbooks that go along with this. And this is day 1 of 24. So I am super excited. I think I went over this a little bit, but my goals for you with this program are to, 1, define your personal brand assets. So know who you are, what you do, have your about written, have photos on brand, know how to do that, know how to take videos that are on brand, really get clarity around what your personal brand is, what your niche is, what your industry is, so that you can go into new year or whenever you're doing this really confidently. And then it's to put all of that into a brand guideline. So that is going to hold all of these different elements. So then you can easily onboard someone to your team or work with a contractor, or if you're getting articles done about you or doing an interview or speaking at an event, you can easily use this to share with them. So I'm super excited. I will be here every day from now until December 24th. And we'll be going live every day at 9:30 a.m. PST. I think these will be about 15 to 30 minutes. And then I'm going to upload the audio to the PrettyAF Powerhouse podcast if you'd rather listen there. And I will upload all the replays and any of the workbooks and stuff that you need into the Kajabi program, which is linked below. And you'll also in there see the current version of this program. So I'm going to go in there and be updating everything as we go through this. But if you're trying to jump to a certain section, you'll be able to do that. But the new version, of course, is going to be better because I'm better than I was when I first made it. And then also, if you're interested in working with me, be sure to fill out the application. I put that link and the link to join this challenge in the comments on here. Yeah, I'm super excited for this, excited to better serve you guys. And if you have any questions, comment them inside of Kajabi versus on here, so that I don't miss them. And that people in the future, when they're going through the program, they can see your answers and questions there too. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope your holiday is going well.